Let's bring in New York Post reporter John Levine. So reading this, Matt Taibbi, who has been doing these Twitter files, he wrote this about Roth, who was Yoel Roth, Twitter's former head of trust and safety, that Roth, receiving the questions, circulated them with other company executives and complained that he was frankly perplexed by the requests here, which seemed more like something we'd get from a congressional committee than the Bureau. One of the things that I read into this is that it seemed that even Twitter was irritated by the FBI.
Right. At a certain point, they were probing so much. Even Roth was like, enough is enough. It was more like a congressional committee. This was a case where they were looking to find state actors operating on the platform, and Twitter had done an internal review. And the FBI didn't find the review sufficient. So they came back to Twitter and said, are you sure this review is sound? Are you sure you've really done a proper review?
Right.
And it's like, whose company is this?
Yeah.
This
We
is
don't work for
stay
you.
in your lane. Yeah.
Well, we've been reporting on TikTok for months, right? Thinking that the Chinese Communist government is getting access to your data and your phone. We don't need to look to Beijing. I mean, based on this, Washington, D.C. has been doing it for several years.
Right. You know, it's really the FBI managed to best turn Twitter into an arm of the FBI and part of the intelligence community. And you see it both from without and from within.
Do you think, based on your reporting, that the 51 national security advisors or intel people who signed that letter saying that Biden's laptop was possible Russian misinformation, do you think they got their information then from the FBI as well?
I think the only thing you could say for sure from that letter is those people knew it was fraudulent and false when they put it out. And there's no way they could have worked in the intelligence agency in those leadership roles and not known that. And that's one of the key questions we kind of have to get to the bottom of next year.
A couple things, guys. Call for 3, then call for 2. You're writing about today in the Post, right? This is your article. Twitter's top ranks riddled with ex-FBI employees. That's a fact now?
That's a fact. See, this is what the Twitter file shows is a huge effort from without by the FBI to influence Twitter. What the latest reporting from the Post shows is that there was also an ability for the FBI to influence the company from within in the form of retired and former agents that then went to go work at Twitter. And it was not just doing security at the front door. It was people who went to work in very senior leadership positions in the company.
What kind of positions?
One individual we identified, Matthew Williams, 15-year veteran of the FBI, identified himself on LinkedIn as the co-lead of Trust and Safety. And the Trust and Safety team was the team that was responsible for a lot of the censorship and shadow banning. And the lead of the Trust and Safety team was Yoel Roth.
So you got to think Facebook and Google.
I mean, what's happening there?
Might be, you know, right, dominoes 2 and 3 to fall on that. We'll see in time whether or not you get to the end of that answer. Go ahead.
I'll just say, too, there's also a legitimate role for the FBI to play in Twitter and Facebook and Google and YouTube, and it's their traditional law enforcement role. They should be working with these companies on things like child exploitation, human trafficking, terrorism.
Mass shootings.
All that stuff. But unfortunately, what we saw is kind of a mission creep, where we had 80 agents assigned to monitoring jokes and political commentary from Americans, and that really was an inappropriate use of
The other thing is Elon Musk did this poll yesterday, ran for 12 hours, asking, should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. 57% said yes. We see that there. So perhaps he already had somebody in mind that would take it over. I was joking in the break that he probably thinks it's actually easier to land a rocket on the moon than to manage Twitter.
I'll tell you, I think he probably was surprised by the results of. I don't think he would have put that poll out if he.
Oh, I do. I think he knew.
Really?
Yeah, we're on the different side of this argument.
That's sort of like, you know, writing your own resignation letter.
So you think this was just his way to go off into the sunset?
Like-
It's an
it's like
absolute off-ramp. I agree with you, Dana, on that. He has done these polls in the last couple of weeks, and every time he did the poll, whatever the people said, he did.
Yeah, no, I don't
respect the
doubt.
same here.
He'll do it, but I don't know that this was necessarily his intention. But I think he's going to do it, and it's probably for the best because there's been a lot of very sporadic actions and enforcement actions, and the rules are coming and going, and he's really kind of winging it.
Okay, well, we'll see if you're right or we're right in time, right?
We'll have you back to talk about it.
Thank you, John. Great to see you at
Good
the New
seeing
York
you.
Post. You bet.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.